Jay Towers, Allison, Chelsea. It is time for Hollywood Minute. It's brought to you this time around by David Feminitio Law. GetDavidGetPaid.com. Chelsea.
Domestic violence charges against Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland were dropped due to insufficient evidence. He said he's disappointed with the way he was judged and how quickly that bad news spread, and plans to restore his reputation.
That's the thing about stuff like that. When that happens, because all we ever know is the sensationalism.
Yeah.
So it's great that the charges are dropped, and they're usually dropped because there wasn't a lot to be found regarding the initial complaint. But as far as his reputation and what the public thinks,
and he was booted from the show.
Remember, I told you, he is the voice of Rick and Morty.
And they still booted him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Allison actually told me this story yesterday. Wendy McClendon-Covey says that it was, quote, a long time coming when Jeff Garlin was fired from the Goldbergs. She said that she was, quote, exhausted by the PTSD of working with him for 9 seasons.
I was talking to Warren about that last night because we're such big fans, and you know this too, and you're a fan too, because we love him from Curb as well. He's just he's seemingly so well liked by his friends in Hollywood. On Curb Your Enthusiasm, he was so funny on the Gold. And we were trying to figure out, because another thing Wendy said was when he finally got fired, because it had been going on so long, one of her quotes was, "Thankfully, they finally heard us." Like, she was living this nightmare with him. We're like, what could he have done?
Well, remember initially we heard the reason was he was too huggy and told too many inappropriate jokes. That's as we heard it. And I'm thinking, well,
can't be just that.
Yeah, it's got to be more. And the problem is, on the show Curb Your Enthusiasm, he's playing an exaggerated version of himself. Yeah. So you think, like, well, if he's that guy in real life, we like that guy. But that's acting too, so who knows?
Jewel remembers learning that her mom stole $100 million from her. She said, 34 years old, realized I'm $3 million in debt, realized my mom stole it. Very difficult psychological thing to come to terms with. I'm having a hard time coming to terms with the fact that Jewel thinks she had $100 million at some point. She did not. There's no way.
She could have had like 40 million, but 100 million?
She had her heyday. That's a fact. But 100 million is
that's just an insane amount.
How much money can Who Will Save Your Soul print?
I can't imagine that much.
Was it you were meant for me and I was meant for you?
Yeah, that one too.
Diddy and his kids are working with Hulu on a new reality series titled Diddy +7. So it has started filming in Los Angeles and Miami, and sources close to production say it's going to profile the entire family. They all have businesses, even the kids, and it will feature everyone.
Can I quickly just tell you who is worth $100 million right now, so we know what both
put it in perspective?
John Williams, the composer of the Star Wars theme, the Superman theme, the Jaws theme,
and a million movies.
Yeah, Eminem. Cliff Richard is worth $90 million.
Cliff Richard, he from the 70s.
Yeah,
but he must be a songwriter.
Pete Townsend.
Oh my God.
Nicki Minaj is only, I shouldn't say only, but Nicki Minaj is only worth, I think, 80 million. Stevie Nicks is only worth 75 million.
Yeah, there's no way.
How could you? Yeah, and also the implication is that Jewel would have had more than 100 million to not really notice right off the bat that her mom took 100 of it.
Yeah, if I have $100 million, forget it. If I have $1 million and you take 10 grand, I'll know.
Right.
TV tonight, we have Grey's Anatomy and Law & Order SVU.
Good morning, Jay Towers, Allison, Chelsea. Happy Thursday to you. We're at 50 degrees. Coming up this hour, we'll have Matchbox 20 tickets in our 8. We have Legally Blonde tickets this hour. We also, I have a question for Allison about Saturday night. I've meant to ask her about this, and I haven't, but it's been on my mind, and here we are, almost, 6 days later, and I'm still thinking about it. I'll ask her about that. And the Bubble's coming